Hello, everyone. Welcome to Happy Science Meditation Seminar. I'm Bobby Mai, Minister of Happy Science. Thank you for joining us today. Let us start with the prayer. Prayer to the Lord. Our Lord, Alcantara, you are the source of all light, all power, all wisdom, and all love. May you give us light, give us power, give us wisdom, and give us love. O Lord, our Father, please protect this plant of love earth. Protect us from all evil and open a future for us. O Lord, thank you for giving us light. We give thanks from the bottom of our heart. Thank you for joining us today. We have been studying the true Eightfold Path. Today is also we are going to study the true Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path is a reflection method to discover the true self, which is the right state of mind that can be found by examining our thoughts and deeds objectively. Shakyamuni Buddha established 8 choking points through which people can examine their own thoughts and deeds, such as right view, right thought, right speech, right action, right living, right effort, right will, and right meditation. Righteousness in the Eightfold Path does not imply a simple set of model behaviors against which people can judge themselves to be right or wrong. It means a right state that can only be attained through deep contemplation. Today's subject is right action. Work with your whole heart. The term right action essentially means to act in a rightful manner. You should ask yourself, have I done the right thing today? Nowadays, you could also consider that this means doing right work. The theme, right action, presents us with a very difficult issue in our times. It is because of the complexity of today's society and industrial progress that many people now have almost no idea what the standard for right work should be. Before we start to practice our reflection of right work, we have to first reconsider the work we are supposed to do. We first need to answer the question, what is work? What kind of work are you supposed to do? In this context, your work can be alternatively called your mission. What is the mission you are supposed to play? In you asked this question, perhaps you can put your mission on a sheet of paper. Although there may be people who have too many missions to put on a sheet of paper, I think most of you can list your missions and think over how you are managing to fulfill them. Suppose there is a person who is the president of a company. His work can be classified into several categories. Perhaps he has many other kinds of work to do. He may be doing work as the father of his family. To be a father can be considered a kind of work. Besides, he may have many other human relationships in other places and therefore may have many other missions. We are participating in the society in many ways. Here, I would like you to check your missions one by one to see if you are playing each mission satisfactorily. When doing this check, you can divide them into two levels. You can divide the concept of mission into work, which is higher in level, and labor. The concept of labor refers to human activities that is needed for simple reproduction. It is a task that is essential in your daily life, routine work that you are obliged to do every day. And if we define work as a higher level of concept than labor, the word implies something productive. It is a question of whether your activities could produce something positive. In this way, every mission can be divided into two levels. For example, housewives cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But cooking can also be divided into what is considered labor and what corresponds to work, which is higher in level than labor. While cooking, if you try to serve a balanced diet in full consideration of the health of your family, that cooking is considered work. However, if you just bring back materials and cook them without any careful thought, that cooking will be labor. In this way, things that externally appear to be the same can be divided into two levels by mentally. To parents, the education of their children is what can be called their vocation. However, if parents get angry at their child just to relieve their own complaints or grumbling, their mission is not considered productive. In this case, they are not doing work, but just labor. On the contrary, if what they say to their children is something that is essential to their progress or that will make them great people in the future, that can be called work. You may feel satisfied if you can earn money, but what you do to earn money can be just considered labor. And what you do without earning money can turn into something productive, which is work. You should realize that in your home, there are things to do that can turn into work. Now, let us watch Master Oka's lecture titled Spirit of Missionary Work.
To perform missionary work is to work to save souls, one person at a time. It is extremely important work, an important act of love and compassion. When people are lost, in trouble and suffering, we reach out to them and rescue them. That is missionary work. Whether our missionary activities are thriving or stagnating can be determined by looking at what we do, focusing on whether we are being of assistance and whether we have the will to help them, or whether we are simply ignoring, abandoning those that stand before us in need. It is purely a matter of whether we are passionate about missionary work or not. There will come a time in a person's life when his or her soul must be rescued. The time for saving someone's soul will come, and when such a time arises, it is of the utmost importance that there be another person around who is able to reach out a hand and give those in need the assistance that they require. This is why it is mistaken to say that you will get around to missionary work when you feel like it or at some other time. The time is now. It always has been and always will be right now. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, the time is now. This very instant is the time to stand up and fight. Today is the day. Every day is the day. Today is the day to set about your work. There is no one else but you. So if you yourself do not fight, then who will? Who in the world but you will help this person? You must summon the courage. You must be brave. You will surely be able to come up with any number of reasons why you shouldn't. I can't possibly help him. I've only just joined Happy Science a few weeks ago. I can't possibly do it. I haven't read enough books on the subject yet. My enlightenment is still at such a very low level. And anyway, my lecturer credentials are minimal. There are other people far more experienced than I. I'll get one of those veterans to do it. But if you sense that there is a need to rescue someone, if you sense that someone is standing before, at this very moment, their soul calling out to be saved, their hand reaching out to you, then you must take their hand in yours and make every effort to help them, no matter how weak and ill-prepared you might feel yourself to be. When the time comes to help someone, you must spare no effort. You must exhaust everything you have in the attempt. When you lay everything on the line like this, then you will come to be filled with the power far beyond that which you thought you possessed. A power that is not your own will come to dwell within you. You will be able to accomplish tasks that you never would have dreamed possible using only your own character and personality. This is a great power from above. It is the strength of the upper-level spiritual realm. The power of God or Buddha will reach you. When your heart reaches out to help someone who is suffering, then it falls into line with the hearts and minds of the Buddha, the gods, angels, and bodhisattvas. It works on the law of same wavelength attraction. Souls on the same wavelength are connected. And when this happens, you will be flooded with a power greater than your own. You will feel this surplus strength come pouring into you. Therefore, if you talk about the truth to others, believing that it is actually not you alone, and calling on the Lord to be with you, to help them. Then, without your knowing why or how, powerful words will flow from your lips. You will sense that you are not really the one who is doing the talking, and that the Lord is with you and is helping you to save the person before you. And when this occurs, all will become stronger. You will be able to become more powerful. I would like for you all to understand that when your Lord is with you, there's nothing that cannot be done. There's no one whom you cannot save. You will be able to guide any soul back onto the right track. Things will change completely. And you will be endowed with the gift of words of sound leadership. You must also put a stop to placing limits on yourself, such as by thinking of yourself as weak, timid, or even cowardly. Make an effort to cast off those self-imposed limits and turn today to a new and different you. Courage will accompany you as soon as you take the first step. If you remain frozen, you will not find the strength. Courage will well up inside you upon taking the first step. There's no courage without action. Thus, you must have the courage to help others in a similar situation. I would like for you to stop worrying about what other people think about you, and to stop clinging to the past and telling yourself that you are not qualified and not ready. Have courage and take the first step. That is important.
Thank you, Master. How was the Master Oka's lecture? He told us the necessary mindset of missionary work, which is applicable to our own work. That means we should do our work with a mind of love. Now let us practice self-reflection on the right work. Reflect on the past years to find what work was given to you and what your mission. For example, the mission within your family, at workplace, or at Happy Science. Choose one of the missions you had and check if you have been fulfilling this mission, such as, have you fulfilled the mission to create things that have utopian values or values of Buddha's truth? Or did you work only for the sake of your living? Did you work with your whole heart? Did you fulfill your mission as work or labor? Firstly, let us recite prayer to Guardian and Guiding Spirit. Prayer to Guardian and Guiding Spirits. My Guardian and Guiding Spirits, deep inside of me, you are the fountain of life, the light of hope, the source of wisdom, and the shield of courage. Every day, may you help me develop my soul and refine my mind. Every day, may you give me inspiration and show me the right path to follow. Please protect me from all evil and guide me in living a better life. For this, I give my thanks. Let us practice right action now. Please sit straight and close your eyes lightly and start breathing deeply. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Breathe deeply and try to calm your mind. Now let us begin the self-reflection. Checkpoints are shown on the screen. Please begin. Please endure self-reflection. How was the reflection? Could you conduct your work wholeheartedly as your mission? Now let us practice 4 Zen meditation. Just follow the guidance. At the last part of meditation, dialogue with your guardian spirit. Please ask to your guardian spirit, what is my mission? Let us start.
それでは心を調和してください。
Please calm your mind
背筋を伸ばしてください。
and straighten your back.
背筋を伸ばし、
Relax your shoulders
肩の力を抜き、
and harmonize your breathing.
呼吸を整えてください。
Gently close your eyes.
それでは最初のせせらぎの瞑想に入ります。
We will now begin the meditation of the flowing stream.
自然に置いてください。
Place your hands on your lap
その
with your palms facing
呼
upward.
吸を整え、上にあるところのせせらぎの図を、そのビジョンを見ながら、
Now calm your breathing
川の
and
水
let
と
yourself flow like the water of a clear stream.
それでは
We will now enter the second meditation.
これは
This is the meditation of the wind and cloud.
この世を離れ
Remove yourself from this world
世界に
and fly up
飛翔
to
し
the distant world.
高い雲のそのものとなって
Become the clouds high above, looking down at the world below.
手は先ほどと同じく
Leave your hands as before and receive light from heaven. Become the wind and fly upwards. Now, become the clouds drifting across the sky. Perhaps you have attained serenity in this third meditation. In the fourth meditation, you will feel further happiness. Firstly, you will converse with your guardian spirit. If you calm your mind and open your heart, you will begin to receive guidance from your guardian spirit who has been watching over you since you were born.
Thank you, Master. How was your meditation? Your guardian spirit is your true self, who knows yourself and the mission of life very well. Eightfold Path is the method to restore your true self as a divine nature. So please practice every day. Thank you for joining us today. I'll see you next. So long. Bye-bye.